So, I'm Shazzy, and today I'm gonna react to the Encounter compilation by Alien Worlds. Seems like a new label founded by geeeeeeez, it's pronounced, I think. This was a reaction request. I know it's a bit late, but I couldn't really record any earlier. Yeah, let's just start with the first tune by the label founder himself. geeeeeeez Astronaut. Nice harps. Oh, it's a long track. Feels pretty old school. I think the snare's a bit overwhelming. But it's a pretty nice melody. The growls are really nice. The main basses aren't as impactful, but it's definitely not bad. I think the production's pretty alright. The main bass isn't as impactful, but definitely not bad. I can. This is nice. Ooh. That's better. Those are some nice basses. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I like that. The drop was alright. Some of the basses weren't really hitting hard, and the drums were a bit too impactful actually. But I think there were a lot of good parts. Some of the basses were really nice, especially towards the end. Back to this melody. I mean, the melody is fine, but it's kind of getting repetitive, I think. I think the build-up is pretty cool, though. I mean, yeah, it's pretty nice. Actually, I think I like this drum more. This little break with the melody coming in, I'm not sure if that's really necessary. Yeah, I think there were a few really nice parts. The melody at first was very cool, but after a while it became kind of repetitive. That's cool. I like the 8-bit-ish parts in the midsection. And I think the drops had some really nice basses. I think the main one wasn't really as impactful for me, but there was some in between that I found really nice. That really took up the space nicely. And I mean, the production is pretty solid as well. Some parts were a bit too overblown, I think. But otherwise, this is a pretty nice track. Alright, next track, Tuned Out with Brooke. That's soothing. That slight bass, very nice. Oh! I think the mix is a bit quiet, but this is better than I expected. Nice empty space. Okay, that was better than I expected. I think the mix is a bit quiet and the clap or snare is falling behind a little. But so far, this is pretty nice. Especially the off drops. They're so calming. Oh. Yeah, I think the mix overall is just a bit too quiet, but the drops in general, they're pretty nice. Especially the little breaks. That's cool. Those are really nice additions. And yeah, solid track. Off drops were very calming. The drops were better than I expected. Just pretty nice color base, I guess. I think production maybe should be a bit improved. I think the sounds should be a bit louder. But I mean, the melody is nice. I think the structure of the track is pretty good too. The empty space usage was pretty nice as well. Yeah, overall a pretty solid track. Next track, Jovian Charge by Artisiole. Okay. Interesting. I think I would have liked other drums, but I think the idea is very unique. Very glitchy, very all over the place. Interesting. Yeah, this is very glitchy and chaotic. But that's the goal of this track, I think. That's what she wanted to do. Yeah, the idea is very unique. Definitely more aggressive than the other tracks. Huh. It reminds me a little bit of Shadian style. Like very glitchy, very chaotic, very in your face. Now there's empty space usage too. I think a lot of this reminds me of Shadian. And that's a compliment. It keeps going. Yeah, very unique ideas. Very glitchy, very chaotic. I think I would have liked a different drum choice, but that's really my only complaint. I think this is a nice, creative track. Yeah, good job. Next track, I Need You by Wobble Eyes and Pixel Growls, featuring Suzu. Wow, they've got their own vocals. Impressive. They're pretty good too. Solid. I think this has the best production so far. The basses are not necessarily anything special, but I think they're just the best produced, the best implemented so far. Ah! Alright. This is what I like. The beat itself is already enough to keep me going. Alright. Okay. This is definitely my favorite so far. Just because of that double drop. I hate to say it, but this is just not the style I like. This weird implementation of heavy sounds and melodic sounds. The way those color bases are used in a more heavy way. I'm not a fan of that. That is upsetting, because the first two drops were really nice. I mean, this isn't bad either, but just not really for me. This was a very nice ending though. I think I'm still saying this is my favorite. I mean, the first two drops were really nice, and it's just a thing of personal preference, but it's hard for me to enjoy those color bases, those melodic parts, just trying to be used in a more heavy way. Like this, I'm not a fan of that drop, sadly. But I think production is the best out of all so far. They've got their own vocals by Suzu, I think, and that's admirable, that's impressive. And I mean, yeah, it's still a good track, objectively. It's still a pretty good track. Next track, Galaxy Split by Luna Sun. Simple but effective. That is extremely nice. Just beautiful. Fairly minimal, but I think that is also why I love it so much. Now it's becoming a lot more orchestral and complicated. I really hope this drop is good, because this intro, wow. I'm not sure what to think. Quiet. That is a big contrast to the intro, but we'll see. Alright. There's so much to unpack here. Ooh. I appreciate those high notes. I really like those. I think the heavy parts, even though they don't have a lot of substance to them, I think they work pretty well. Of course, they're a big contrast, especially to the intro, but I think the heavy drop is pretty well executed. This outro is beautiful as well, so off drops were extremely good. The drop was okay, not amazing, but I think it did the job just well enough. So yeah, pretty nice. Last track, Maxifox with Rendezvous. Nice stuttering of the melody. That is a lot louder. Like, it has a melodic hint, but I think overall it's just very heavy. Yeah, I'm not sure what to think of this. Like on one hand, I think it's very cool, but something about it doesn't click with me too much. Wow. Ooh, that was good. I like that pitching. I would have liked more pitching around. I think then I would have liked this drop a lot more. I'm really torn apart. I'm not sure what to think of this. I think this is just very 50-50 for me. I don't know why, but there's some parts that I really like, but some just don't exactly sit right with me. Even though they're still, I think, pretty good. Okay. Okay, yeah. I think this had the heaviest track on here. And I mean, it's solid. Nice. Nice drum patterns. The bass are really gritty. Very full. Yeah, that was a very heavy track. The first drop was pretty nice. I think it's my least favorite. It's just very, very straightforward. I think the snare didn't hit hard enough, but yeah, this might even be my favorite. I think it's very heavy, very, very straightforward at parts, but still very hard hitting, just really heavy. But I think there was this very shot down pitching in the double drop. That was good. That was so good. I wish he could have continued with that. The last drop, it's a bit more gritty, a bit more brooding, and I think it's a very nice switch up. And overall, I think if maxifox improves, he could be a very good artist. I think the potential is definitely there, and this is already a very nice track, and I think it gets a repost from me. Overall, I think this comp was alright. It's of course very, very underground artists. Not very well known, except maybe Wobble Eyes. I think there weren't really any artists that were very well known, but there wasn't any outright disappointing tracks. I think they still have a lot to learn, like executing their ideas right. I think the ideas are there. There's a lot of great stuff. There's a few production issues in some tracks, but not many. And I mean, I think it covered a pretty nice range of genres. Yeah, Astronaut focused on the more old school aspects of dubstep. Brooke took a bit of more a color-based route. I'm not really experienced with the more melodic genres, but I think that's what it is. Jovian Charge, I'm not sure what genre that is. It's like, I'll just like call it glitch. It reminded me a lot of Shadian's older stuff. And I Need You, the ideas weren't like extremely creative, but the basses and general production was very nice. And the double drop, that was creative. That was good. I love that. I love that kind of fucking drum beat. Yes. Galaxy Split had amazing off drops. I think the drops could have had a bit more substance when I'm re-listening to it. At first it was pretty nice, but I think after a few re-listens, it's pretty empty, I'm gonna admit. And the melodic parts in the drops weren't really for me either. But yeah, like I said, the off drops were amazing. Rendezvous, I think that would be my favorite. I think from start to finish, I enjoyed it quite a bit. I don't really think the off drops were good, but the drops really made up for it. There was some really nice tracks, and it's just a really, really nice headbang tune. And I think with the I Need You, those two are contenders for my favorite of this comp. So yeah, those were my thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like it and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more stuff like this. Thank you for watching. I don't know what else to say, so see ya!